Karen steals my wheelchair because her son is tired and wants to sit in it. Here's what happened. Subscribe to Am I the Jerk on YouTube and hit the bell for notifications. Hey, also, this happened a few days ago and I'm just now feeling decent enough to type it out for everyone. Not an entitled mother-induced issue, just me being sick. I fly a lot. I've been surprised that the last couple times I haven't encountered any entitled people or jerks. In fact, it went pretty smoothly. I thought, oh wow, the curse is lifted. But we wouldn't be here if that had stayed the case, now would we? A few weeks ago, I hurt my ankle doing some filming and have been ordered to wear a boot and take it easy while my leg heals. I've been trying because I thought I'd be better by now, but the healing process on this injury is a slow one. I arrived at the airport and opted for a wheelchair given how much my foot was already hurting. I'm hobbling around in this giant boot, obviously injured, and now with a wheelchair. Probably best to leave me alone. Checking in and security goes fine. Everyone oohs and ahs at my cat while I take him out and hold him so security can do their thing. I don't blame them. My first son is a stunner and a cuddlebug. As they're swiping me for bomb residue, I see a little kid between 4 and 7, I guess. I'm bad with guessing ages for children. Nudges mom and point at me. I think nothing of it and put my fur baby back in his carrier and hobble my butt back over to the wheelchair. I grab my bag and shoe and I pop the carrier on my lap and we're good to head to the gate. I make some conversation with the guy helping me out while I notice the kid and his mom also seem to have this gate. The guy helping me out finally parks me by the gate and after petting my cat a bit, he heads off. Now it's very crowded. I don't think there's an open seat near our gate at all. If you haven't traveled with a wheelchair assist before, usually one of two things will happen. Either they leave you in the wheelchair by the gate and you can walk into the plane with the rest of the passengers when it's time, or in some cases they will directly wheel you to the plane door. This time I was left by the gate. I put the carrier on the ground next to me and make sure I have all my stuff from security. Eventually I'm just messing around on my phone waiting for the flight when I feel a tap on my shoulder. I pull off my headphones. It's the entitled mother, protector of entitlement, 27,000th of her name, mother of Karens, and harbinger of doom, with her crotch goblin next to her. He seems to be interested in my cat, so I watch him slightly to make sure he doesn't hurt him. I don't mind him looking and playing peekaboo though. Entitled mother. Excuse me, hi, my name's Karen. Me. Oh, hi Karen. How's it going? Entitled mother looks shocked. First of all, I'd appreciate if you call me ma'am or Miss Karen. Learn some manners. Me. Okay. Did you need something, Karen? Entitled mother sighs. I asked you once to just. Anyways, that's not important right now. I need you to get out. Surprised that she dropped the ma'am thing. Maybe she really does need my help with something. Me. Is everything okay? Did I get rolled onto some of your stuff? I can move the chair so you can look if you need. Entitled mother. No, I don't need you to move the chair. I need you out of the chair. Me. May I ask why? Entitled mother getting peeved off. Well, aside from the fact that an adult is asking you for something and you should do it, if you must know, my son is tired and needs a place to sit. Excuse me? I'm not a child. I'm 25. I don't have to call her ma'am, and I certainly don't have to do what she says just because she's an adult. Obviously, I don't say that to her. I'm still respectful. Me with nervous laughter. Big mistake there. Oh, I'm sorry, but I think I'm just gonna stay in the chair. Entitled mother. You're laughing at my child's pain? What kind of trash are you? Me. No, sorry. You just caught me off guard. I thought you needed my help with something. Entitled mother. I do. I need you to get up so my baby can sit. Me. As I said, I'll be staying in my chair. Maybe there's some seats in between the gates where you and your son could sit and wait. Entitled mother. But he's tired. It's too far to find empty seats. There's only some at the food court. Me. And I'm injured. It would also be too far for me to walk to the food court area, only to walk back 15 minutes later. Entitled mother. We saw you standing in security. You can stand here. She hits the wall next to me for emphasis. You have somewhere to lean, so give us the chair. Me. No, please leave me alone. I will stay right here till it is time for me to go inside. Entitled mother. Really? You won't help a poor child? You're heartless. Me. Sure, if you say so. Put my headphones back on because this conversation is over. I'm done. She huffs and grabs her kid and walks away. The end. Just kidding. Not 2 minutes later, as I'm minding my own business, engrossed in my phone and ignoring the outside world, I feel this tug on my boot and then enormous pain going through my foot. What the F? This kid is trying to climb on top of me. He used my boot as a little step stool almost and tried to hop onto my lap. Obviously, the second time I felt him on me, I pushed him off out of instinct. I'm not a jungle gem. I pull out my headphones and the kid is on the ground crying in full tantrum mode. Entitled mother comes running, screaming, how could I attack her child? The flight attendant also saw the commotion and comes over to see what's wrong. Before I can say anything, entitled mother is sobbing to her. Entitled mother. She hurt my baby. She attacked him. I want her off this flight. Oh, baby, are you okay? Talking to her kid. Kid. Mommy, she didn't let me sit. You told me she would let me sit on her lap. Tell her to let me sit. Mommy. Starts making incoherent sheep noises. Entitled mother. See what you did? Just give us this seat. As of right now, I'm still in my chair. Kid is on the ground. Entitled mother is practically trying to shove me out of the chair. I'm in a fair amount of pain and now extremely peeved that this woman is making a scene. Flight attendant. Ma'am, what exactly are you trying to do here? Entitled mother. I just need this chair. Look, tell her she'll be allowed to go on the plane again if she just gives me this chair. Flight attendant. Ma'am, she's done nothing wrong. Please leave her alone. She's an injured traveler. The chair is for her. Entitled mother. The chair is for people who need it, and right now my son needs it. She's been rude and has attacked my son. If she won't give me her chair, I want her removed from the flight. Right now. Flight attendant. Ma'am, you are harassing other passengers. That is not allowed. Now, I will give you one chance to calm down, apologize to this young lady, and hope that she doesn't wish to press charges. Entitled mother. Charges for what? Being a B-word? How is she even allowed on the plane with that thing? That's illegal. It's probably feral and will attack everyone during the flight. Me. Fed up and now peeved that she's talking smack about my cat. Lady, I've asked you multiple times to leave me alone. My cat has a ticket. He's allowed to be here and travel with me. And it seems like he's a lot better trained and well-behaved than your little hellion of a child. Though I'm not surprised he's turning out this way when his mother's behaving like a child herself. Get out of my face before I take the lady's advice and press charges. Flight attendant. Ma'am, she's allowed to have a cat. She's paid for a ticket for her animal. It is perfectly legal and within airline rules. Your behavior, however, is not. This is my last warning to you. Please leave this passenger alone. The entitled mother is red in the face. She pulls her kid up and starts walking away and they stand up about 5 feet from me, glaring at me. I'm now weary and keeping my eye on them. She whispers something to him and before I know it, he's running at me full speed and basically aiming for my cat carrier. I don't know what he planned to do, but my mama cat instincts kicked in and I stuck my leg out just in time. The kid jumped and basically fell onto my boot, effectively blocking him from landing on my cat, while also gleaning a scream for me because, yeah, that hurt. The flight attendant has had enough. She calls for security and then comes to check on me, as I'm now crying along with the spawn of Satan. He ran to his mommy and the entitled mother is now holding him and she looks ready to tear into me. Entitled mother. Why would you hurt my child like that? You witch. Me. Why would you send your kid to attack me or my cat? This is the second time he's gotten hurt doing stupid things you told him to do. Entitled mother. I would never. Kid. But mom, you did say to sit on the kitty's box and squish him as hard as I can. Entitled mother to her kid. Shut up. That's not what I said. Security arrives and the flight attendant tells them that they need to remove the passenger. Entitled mother, for some reason, thinks she's still in the right and steps aside telling the guys, she's right here. Take her away. She hurt my kid. The flight attendant and I share a gobsmacked look before she turns to entitled mother. Flight attendant. Ma'am, you and your child will not be allowed to fly with us today. Security will escort you out and your bags will be retrieved when possible. Please gather your things and follow these gentlemen. Entitled mother looks like someone slapped her with a fish. What do you mean? She's the one who's being rude. You need to kick her off this flight. I'm fine. I haven't done anything wrong. My son and I will be getting on this plane as he has to be back for summer camp. And we can't afford to find a new flight. So we will be staying. Flight attendant. You will not be allowed on this flight. Not today. Not ever. Please leave calmly with these men or they will drag you out. She tries to protest some more but eventually takes her hellspawn and leaves with security, cussing me out and telling me Jesus has a special place for people like me. And finally, I get to fly in peace. I had to go to the doctors the next day and my ankle definitely didn't take those hits well. I'll be in the boot longer than anticipated. The airline called me to get my statement and offered me vouchers as compensation for my troubles and informed me that the passenger has been barred from traveling with their airline in the future. I think they're just happy I'm not pressing charges. My fur baby and I are home and cuddled in bed and I hope that witch had to spend so much extra money to get her kid home on time. So you tell me, am I the jerk?
An insane Karen demands that I sell my PC at a garage sale and gets upset when I tell them no. I live in a small neighborhood where everyone knows each other, and people do frequent yard sales. About 3 months ago, we had a man by the name of Bob move into the neighborhood with his wife and his son. They were very nice, and we welcomed them into the neighborhood, and even invited them over one night to have dinner. Now, the mom is what you would call a Karen, and you'll find out why a little bit later. I showed the Karen's son my PC, and he thought it was so cool. He also asked me if I had any games on it. I told him that I did not, as I used it for school projects or just to watch YouTube on it. The kid then asked me why I didn't have any games on my PC, so I explained to him that I have a gaming console that allows me to play all the games I'm interested in. After dinner, and before the family left, my mother told them about all the yard sales that this neighborhood likes to do, and she also told them about the yard sale that was coming up next week. As they were leaving, the Karen said that they would stop by and check things out. Fast forward to 1 week from now, and we're at our yard sale, and here comes the Karen and her son. Once they were near all the merchandise we were selling, she looked a little disappointed at the choices that we had. At first, I assumed it was because we had all kinds of toys and other things that little kids would be interested in. So my mom asked her, "You seem a bit disappointed," and that's when the Karen said, "Well, yeah, I was expecting your son to be selling his PC since he doesn't use it that often." My mom chimed in and said, "Excuse me?" And this is where things kind of got heated. The Karen replied, "Yeah, my friend told me about how you only use it for school and to watch YouTube on it, and in my opinion, that isn't a good use for it." My mom snapped back at her and said, "Sorry, but his PC is not for sale." And it was at this point that the Karen basically demanded that we give her my PC. She said, "Well, at this point, the way your son uses it, I think you should just give it to my son instead." At this point, I popped in and told the Karen to leave us alone if she was just going to demand things from us. She says, "How dare you talk to me like that?" My mother then told the Karen that I was right and that they needed to leave. So they left, and we decided to call off the yard sale and to just do it sometime in the future. As we were bringing everything inside, we left the door open so we could both carry things in and out of the house. Finally, we got it done, and as we were both going inside the house, the Karen comes full sprint running out the door to try and get in our house. Thankfully, my mom was there and shut the door just in time. As the Karen was leaving our garage, my mom yelled back, asking if this lady was crazy, demanding to know why she was trying to get into our house. The Karen then demanded that we give her son the PC, or she would call the police on us and get us arrested for assault, because apparently we shut the door on her head somehow, and she got hit, which is just not what happened. My mom called her bluff and told her to do it, and that when the cops show up, she can tell them exactly what actually happened. When my mom said this, the Karen backpedaled and got out of there fast. And after all was said and done, she never did call the cops. What an absolute psychopath. What kind of person would try to break into another person?
My private sister-in-law completely ruined my pregnancy announcement, my gender reveal, and then told me why I was not allowed to name my daughter. When I named her what I wanted to name her, my sister-in-law literally tried to rename my daughter and get the rest of my family to use this fake name that she came up with to refer to my daughter as. And they started using this fake name as well. That is when I lost it and reached my true breaking point, and I went 8. Here's what happened. Subscribe to my YouTube notification on. But the 36-year-old female, I found out that I'm pregnant. I'm overjoyed that I always wanted a child of my own. I spoke to my career in my life. Since I'm single, I wasn't sure how many baby would ever happen. I was so excited to tell my family the big news. Well, my sister had 1 child. My nephew was 7 months old. My brother's married to his wife and been very clear to always be child-free. Last night we had a family dinner and I thought this would be the perfect opportunity to share the news. Since this was my only child, I wanted to make it special. I also wanted to involve my nephew. I never figured this was what an awesome big cousin was like. I slipped away when I before dinner and I had a special moment with him while I told him she was going to have a cousin. My nephew was very excited to put on a shirt. He put a sweater on right and told me to take a sweater whenever he wanted to dinner. In the middle of dinner, he took off the sweater and waved at someone with soon. My sister jumped up and excitedly screamed when she saw the shirt. They all then assumed it was my sister-in-law. I wasn't hurt. I assumed this. I kind of expected because she is married. I was hurt because my sister-in-law didn't try to correct it. She just wanted it. And began to rub her flat belly while laughing. I must have looked completely hurt because my mother yelled at me to stop being so rude and congratulate them. I tried to explain I was the one who gave my nephew the shirt. They all didn't even hear me and continued to fawn over my sister-in-law. My brother stood frozen in shock, just asking his wife if she was serious. I got back home. I received multiple texts from this point from them telling me what a jerk I am for thinking about me. They said things like it wasn't my sister-in-law's fault and I was jealous. And they're right anything. I just cried myself to sleep. This morning, my sister-in-law must finally realize that she is not pregnant. They have now all called me to apologize, saying that they just got caught up in the moment. They said I shouldn't have left dinner and it's my fault. I wasn't clear enough and I was the one who was pregnant. My mom said I had a redo dinner so I could get it right and they were all surprised. My sister-in-law sent me a message that said that the way I chose to announce was how she wanted to do if she ever got pregnant. She said that since she's not ever having a child, she just wanted to experience what the moment would be like. She also said that I could have my chance at a redo dinner. I told them no, that I will not be doing a redo. Every single person has now told me I'm being selfish and a jerk because I won't let them make it right. To me, there is no fixing this. I will eventually forgive them, but I do not want to second announcement so they feel better. So am I the jerk for being obsessed and leaving when my sister-in-law stole my pregnancy announcement? So this is only where things get started. There's an update that says it's been 4 months since the original post and it has been a wild ride. I'm now almost 7 months pregnant and I'm expecting a baby girl. After everything happened, I tried to low contact with my family. I didn't want to deal with their drama and chose to instead focus on my pregnancy. That didn't last long because my boyfriend went over 2 days later to throw the suitcase. He used time to work things out and I was happy to get him a place to stay while he did. My sister-in-law, the other member of the conflict, was non-stop during this time. They were begging my brother to talk to his wife. Eventually, shaking his hand was all a joke that I just went horribly wrong. I knew this was total BS and that she was lying. My brother seemed so lost and broken without a though. He went back home after simply throwing short time. Before he left, I talked about everything, told him all my concerns. He said he was his wife and it was all misunderstanding. He told me I was cruel for holding a joke on a rolling a joke and everybody both needs to get over it. I couldn't force him to listen to his reason, so I just let him go. After he left, I went back on low contact with most of my family and I've never chatted again since. I realized based on my previous post how toxic my family actually is. I decided to focus on people in my life that were truly there supporting my baby. My parents keep in contact with me more frequently lately. Yesterday, I received news and they predicted my sister-in-law is now actually pregnant. I found out when I received an invitation to her upcoming gender reveal soon party in my email. I haven't responded yet and I haven't any news for family invitation. I'm torn between liking circling and crying for my brother. I truly don't know what to think. Fast forward to the future, my brother and sister-in-law's gender reveal Zoom party took place today. For the last few weeks, I had been debating on whether or not I should attend it. I have been doing well with being no contact with most of my family, but I couldn't see my brother feeling being selfish and supporting my brother. So I decided to reach out and talk. I think I decided this mainly out of curiosity, but also willingness. It's hard being pregnant alone, sudden lockdown. I reached out to them online. My brother and his wife are definitely pregnant. They started to try shortly after we returned home from St. My sister-in-law told me that my brother changed his mind about having children after a long talking about their future. At first, I didn't want to story, but I didn't have all the details yet. They did tell me they were sorry about what my pregnancy announcement. My brother asked me if we would all just move forward and follow the gender reveal. I agreed and decided to let go. I also started speaking with my parents. My parents did not apologize for everyone what happened in my pregnancy. They didn't really know what they didn't have an argument. They were asking about my pregnancy and my baby. They wanted to just ask 2 questions. They asked when my child's last name will be since I'm a mother and what the gender is. I told them I would not be sharing gender of my baby until birth. Today was the gender reveal Zoom party. We were instructed to wear blue or pink depending on what we thought gender would be. I chose to wear pink since the only dress I own. The fitting right now happens to be pink. As always, things are everything to be well. My parents were hesitant to blue. It's because they're excited. My brother's finally carrying on the family name. My sister-in-law and brother were dressed opposite pink. Everyone seemed happy and ready to celebrate. My sister-in-law chose to pop the art balloons with the confetti. The reveal gender. She popped the balloon and out came a cloud of blue confetti. My parents began to cry and cheer the announcement. My brother was smiling and clapping. My sister-in-law on the other hand was not. The next few moments were filled with all the guests and congratulations. My sister-in-law seemed perfectly silent for all of it. She seemed somewhat emotionless until I piped out to say my congratulations. I said to them both congratulations little boy. His cousin can't wait to meet him. My sister-in-law went insane. She began screaming that I was trying to steal the spotlight away from her. I mentioned my baby. She said I was being jealous and petty on my birth announcement disaster. She didn't ask me why you have to have anyway. She demanded to know the gender of my baby and asked me as a girl. She then said I must be having girls wearing a pink dress. My parents were nervous. They knew my sister-in-law's meltdown. I chose not to follow her or try to reason with her. I just called and I let go. I don't know what my sister-in-law's problem was or why she behaved this way. I don't care. I'm not letting things like anymore. It was a bad idea to break no contact. Was I the jerk? Sister-in-law broke into my Amazon account to find out the gender of my baby. My sister-in-law's drama seems to be progressively getting worse. She found out that I'm expecting a girl about 2 weeks ago. She found the gender belonging to my Amazon account without my permission and looked at my private list. I gave my brother permission for my account to see what show you want to see. I expected her to log into the main account. I gave her private wish list /password. I was really her investigation with far. She could have just notification and told the rest of my family about the gender. She actually seemed proud of herself for doing this. Things are justified because I was keeping secrets as she put it. She actually thinks it's a funny story and blames pregnancy brain for any poor behavior. I finally snapped and I told her what she did was appalling and deeply troubling. I told her she has ruined every major moment of pregnancy. I cannot believe that she is proud of it. I told her that she should be ashamed of herself and I'm embarrassed for her. I told her that at this point I will not be allowing my daughter to call her aunt because she does not deserve it. She had a meltdown after this and accused me of trying to get her to miscarry. My brother and other members tried to jump into center, but I made it clear that I will remove her from my life if they continue to center. They have since shut their mouths and begun to agree with me. My sister-in-law didn't give me a half-hearted apology and said we need to make up for the sake of the kids. I do want to be part of new baby's life, so I do feel a bit stuck in the situation. I agreed to just let go and move on. I made it clear to her and everyone else that they are very thin ice. Since everyone knows now that I have a girl, I have refused to tell anyone the name that I intend to give my daughter. I at least want to keep that part for me to know when I have my child. I haven't even written it down because I fear someone will find out. My sister-in-law has asked me many times, but I just tell her I haven't decided yet. This last week, she started sending me girl names that she is calling dibs on. I reminded her that she's having a boy, but she seems to be in denial about that fact. She likes to say we're going to know the gender for certain until the babies are born. Most of the names are ones that I'm interested in as a very different style. She sends me about 4 or 5 names off her list every day. I did this marker yesterday. She actually sent me the name that I will be naming my daughter. The name is my late great grandmother's name, and I have wanted to use names since I was a teenager. I will not be changing my mind about naming my daughter's name. I will be announcing it when she is born. I do not care if this starts a war, as this is the hill I'm willing to die on. I know this is just a cause and issue when I share her name. At least this time I have time to prepare for a meltdown. I want to be part of my brother and my nephew's lives. I'm starting to see that it's just not worth it. So here's what happens when I announce my little girl's name. My little girl is finally here and doing very well. She's so beautiful more ways than anything I could imagine. She has a handful already done. My mother respected it. We didn't have to let my sister-in-law's bullying to picking her name. My daughter's name after my great grandmother is perfectly. I announced my daughter's birth and her name and messaged my family while I was in the hospital. My sister-in-law was not happy about my name choice. She was angry when she heard the nickname I chose for my daughter. The short version of her name was also listed on my sister-in-law's bid list. She posts on social media about my daughter first, and in an announcement she refers to my baby by a different name. She says it's her own special nickname for my daughter. Based on my friend was Grace, she decided to name her Gilly. It is very weird. It doesn't resemble my child at all. I told her immediately to stop and to call my daughter by her proper name or the nickname that I chose. I knew she was going to bother me getting so to encourage her more. She stopped for a short time but never removed the social media post. I had my family over to meet the baby a week after taking her to the hospital. That's when sister-in-law started up her games again. She purchased a bear for my daughter with Gilly embroidered across it. After opening the stupid bear, my family members laughed and told me to stop being so controlling. They told me to get over it. And my sister-in-law's nickname Gilly is cute. They too started to use the Gilly nickname. I saw that I couldn't name my own baby, and they thought I just feel guilty. I realized that none of them are ever changed my treatment. I saw that what I was allowed to happen was just as they were doing. I was allowing myself to be belittled, cursed, and used time and time again. But then I did nothing. I just allowed my baby because they never tried to defend me. I put a lot of time in the past. I've had to get over so many past issues in the game because I pushed past the family. Now this is happening again, but this time it was from my daughter. Witness her treating my daughter the same way when she was older. I threw the bear garbage before them and I told them to leave my house. They're all just as bad as my sister-in-law in my opinion. I couldn't bring myself to yell or scream, but I stood firm. I removed my daughter's mother's arms and showed them all the door. There was a lot of name calling, but I stood my ground. I am done. I have no thoughts since. They have me tried